quarterback slow to get up. On the tackle again, Isaac Stapleton. Stapleton said, "Hello, let me introduce you to my little friend."
Michael Calhoun was in on that one too. So again, the interior we talked about last week with Marion, we kind of dominated inside. That tandem is starting to become a pretty good one for Gate City. Again, as we forced another third down, can we hold them off the turnover? We'll see.
3rd and 9, shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side as he rolls to the far side. Looking, it's going to be a pass short and off the fingertips. Good pass, but was off the fingertips of their wide receiver, number 4, Josh Tritt. Let's see if they go for it, or it's going to be 4th and 9. And there's going to be a timeout, Lehigh, Joe. Timeout with 7:50 to go. Lehigh says they want to talk about this on a long 3rd down.
Brian Doran, if I guess you're at maybe the game with Greenville and Elizabeth, and you said that game is absolutely awesome. As we go around the scoreboard really quick, again, Granger with that 14-0 lead over Central. Greenville again 7-0. Tennessee High has come out and got the first touchdown on the board against Crockett. 7-0 off a 22-yard pass. Again, that game 7-0. Chilhowie rolling 29-0 against Roy Tree. That game about to go to the second quarter. Galax and George Wyth's got a little bit tighter, 7-6 in that matchup. Union now has scored again 21-0 with about 3 minutes left in the first quarter. John Battle and Ridgeview 0-0 with about 8 minutes left before halftime. Great ball game going on over in Dickinson County. Richlands, again, that 7-0 lead over Marion. Lebanon still holding a 13-6 advantage over Castlewood. Graham 6-0 over Virginia High. And Grundy has jumped out on top of John I. Burton 7-0.
So, coming back here to the stadium, it's 4th and 9 as Lehigh has called a timeout. They're on the 31-yard line of Gate City. Let's see what they're going to do. Of course, when you call a timeout, you're usually 99% going to go for it, unless you're Coach Butch Jones from last year. So, again, they're going to be in the shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers to the near side as he looks across the middle once again. But he's going to go deep, and it's going to be tossed up in the air and almost intercepted. Great defense right there by Luke Reed and also DeAndre Mack. Great defense right there. They had double coverage, and the wide receiver had an opportunity for that. Great athleticism, but the pass fell harmlessly to the turf, but we're playing on grass at the 3-yard line.
Cary Hill, the score here is 14-6. For all you fans out there that is watching us, again, appreciate that. 14-6, there's 7:42 left here in the second quarter as Gate City takes over 1st and 10 on their own 31.
And tell Cary Hill he needs to come over here and watch the game himself, but we're glad he's watching. So, hey, to Cary, as we're under center with a little 7:40 to go, and we hand the ball straight ahead, and Luke gets a little bit of nothing right there as Lehigh penetrated, and we're going to give us about a yard, but he was hit hard right there. That was the hardest 1 yard he's probably going to get tonight.
The Cyclones smack Greenville right back. They go down the field 7 plays, and they're in the end zone. Greenville Elizabethan now tied at 7 again in that matchup, going back and forth. Quick score, Dobbins-Bennett, Roll Tribe 10-0 over Hardin Valley.
Two upsets right there, possibly. I didn't think the Greenville game would be close at all, and I thought Hardin Valley really would have their way with Gate City tonight. As in at quarterback is Mack, and I'm not really sure.
Where do you have Gate City playing at again?
Oh, Gate City, sorry. We had the ball. I did not think that the Dobbins-Bennett Hardin Valley game would be much. I thought Hardin Valley would come in and really give DB fits tonight. And then I'm surprised that Elizabeth even scored on Greenville.
Cary says that he would be missing this awesome broadcast if he was here tonight. Cary, appreciate you listening in, big man. 3rd down again. Can we get another 3rd down conversion?
It's going to be 3rd down and 9 as Sally goes back to pass. He's looking deep in the double coverage and coming down with it. Oh, yes. They're going to say the ground caused the fumble. Or, excuse me, the ground caused the complete pass right there to be dropped right there. So it's going to be a completed pass. As the Lehigh fan base, you can hear the words. You might be able to hear some things in the background. But what had happened, it was a deep pass to Jacob Hicks of about 30 yards. As he landed on the ground, the ball popped up. And as he hit the ground, the ball popped up and fell to the ground. But they're saying the ground, he was down.
He was down and he called it.
Yes.
So again,
and the Lehigh coach is 10 yards out on the field. Two of the coaches are 10 to 15 yards down on the field. And somebody's going to get an unsportsmanlike penalty if they do not get back off the field. So, but nevertheless, the play is going to stand as we pitch the ball to the far side, and there's going to be a penalty on the play. We knew that would happen right there as Luke Reed carries the ball to the 26-yard line as there was a penalty thrown as we snapped the ball.
$500 says that is a sympathy makeup call.
That's either going to be holding.
He threw, and again, I don't mean to be judgmental of an official, but he threw that flag as soon as the ball was snapped.
Yes,
there was no even time to even hold anybody. But again,
you couldn't get across the line time enough to hold someone. So
they are human. I mean, I understand, and of course the emotion of this game. You know, this, like I said, is an elimination game for both teams. Again, Lehigh at 2-4, Gate City coming in at 0-7. You know, the loser basically has to kiss their opportunity to get by.
And if those of you that are watching you know, you saw what happened, or those of you that didn't. As we're back to action, we're going to have a toss sweep over here to Roten. Roten is going to get tackled in the open field. Had some running room right there, but coming in to make the stop on a great tackle was number 41, Devin Goins. Roten almost had the ball to the outside, but he was stopped for no gain, possibly a loss on the play. So it's going to be second down and about 20 to 21 yards. But that big pass play right there really got Lehigh's dandruff up right when they called the ground to cause it to be loose. People went a little on the nut side. So Gate City's going to call their third time out of the first half, Joe.
A couple of quick scores that's come in. Daniel Boone now has a 6-0 lead over Cott County. Davy Crockett, Cade Larkins, one of our premier pharmacy players of the week, is taking Crockett right back down the field. It was a 32-yard touchdown pass. It is 7-all there. And again, as we talked about, 7-7 now Greenville with tied up with Elizabeth, and Granger extending on Central. It is 20-0. Graham has extended their lead on Virginia High, 13-0. J.I. Burton has battled back. They now lead Grundy 8-7 in probably what will be the best ball game of the night outside of ours. Eastside kick a field goal 31-0 with Twin Springs. Union again 21-0 over Wise Central. Chilhowie just keeps on rolling. Again 29-0. That Lebanon score has just changed. It's 21-6 over Castlewood.
The two Lehigh coaches are still 10 yards out on the field arguing over that call. I don't think the line judge is going to be getting a Christmas card from the Lehigh coaches anytime soon. But again, it's going to, after the holding penalty and the loss of one, it's going to be second down and 21 from the 46-yard line as Sally looks to pass the ball. He's going to have coverage hit, and he's hit. And let's see if they call it a pass or a fumble. And let's see what happens right there as the coach for Lehigh is out on the field trying to help out. But it gets a little tense out there as the two teams are joshing, and they have to be spread apart as there was a lot of mayhem going on right there. So you can hear the crowd and the coaches, the players are getting into it. This is what high school football intensity looks like, ladies and gentlemen, and sounds like for those of you watching and can hear all the excitement going on. What happened was Sally went to throw the ball, not sure if his arm was going forward or not. The ball went about 2 yards. Luke Reed fell on the ball, and about 5 or 6 players, and they're going to turn the call around, and they're going to say Lehigh ball. So don't know if I agree with that at all. because Luke Reed came out of there with it. But the referee marks another turnover, and at this time at the 47-yard line, Joe.
Up and down. This game, you never want a game to be decided by officiating. This one may very well. Again, some of these calls.
The emotions are taking over where the coach's staff is out on the field multiple times, and the players had to be pulled apart that last
Some of these officials may be making calls by the emotion, so we'll have to see as Lehigh's in the wishbone again.
Straight ahead carry for about 6 yards. Good running and hard running on the stop right there is going to be Michael Calhoun, number 55. He gets about 6 yards. It's going to be second down and 4 from the 46-yard line as they move into Gate City territory. A lot of emotion out there, Joe.
And officially an upset in the making. Ridgeview 0, John Battle 0 at halftime. Play into a scoreless tie.
As they carry the ball straight ahead. Looks like it's going to be enough for a first down. They run the ball slightly to the left side, and they're going to get a left foot mark, which is going to be really close to a first down. Carrying the ball that time was number 7, Blake Lewis. Lewis gets the ball for a Lehigh first down to the 41-yard line. As you can hear the cowbells ringing. They're not going to shoot the cannon at us anytime soon, are they, Joe?
It's a good possibility.
I saw it a minute ago. So it's going to be first down as they're in the wishbone formation under center. Hands the ball off to number 7, and he's going to not get loose this time. But there goes another marker. Is this going to be face mask again? We'll see. Gate City's push is, I believe it's going to be against Lehigh. Did not think we had a face mask. It's going to be holding against Lehigh this time. One of those quick flags you were talking about, but it came in on the end of the tackle, and it was about the 42-yard line. So they're going to mark it back across midfield to about the 47-yard line. So it's going to be first down, and they're going to have to get down to the 32. So it's going to be first down and about 20. Again, Lehigh's got to understand you've got to hold them farther downfield.
Unofficially, 90 yards and penalties. 8 total penalties between Gate City and Lehigh so far.
A lot of penalties, a lot of emotion. There'll be more as this game goes on. As they carry the ball, almost a block in the back on Lehigh, but they get across midfield, and on the tackle right there was Levi Roten and DeAndre Mack. But carrying the ball across midfield to the 45-yard line was number 41, Devin Goins. Goins gets the ball on a toss sweep at the 47, carries the ball about 7 yards across midfield to the 45-yard line, where it'll be second down and about 14 for Lehigh. With 3 minutes and 11 seconds to go, Gate City leads 14-6. Again, another fake handoff, and they've got a wide receiver wide open, and he has to jump for the catch, and he comes down with it. But the pass was high, and the only way he could catch it was to go off his feet, which he did. And they get a gain of about 4. So
Gate City will give them that. Again, second forever now. Third down and 8. Can they hold them again with another third down conversion? Penalties have been the determining factor as to if Lehigh gets a first down or not. 3 of their first downs are all by penalty.
Seemed like the first couple of first downs they had were by penalties. We were moving the ball for them instead of they were. But here we go, 3rd and 9. As they fake the handoff to one, and that was going nowhere. They did the old
scissors.
Yeah, they did the old scissor handoff, and Gate City's like, we've seen this way too much, and now we realize how to play it. They fake the handoff to one running back going to the right, and they hand the ball off to the other running back crossing over to the left. Gate City got him for a loss of 3 on that play. Great defense that time to stay at home and stay, as you say, in their spots, Joe.
Gap integrity, that's the thing. Not over pursuing. Our linebackers have done a lot better job tonight being able to fill the holes. Again, we've played more at home.